Good morning, real weather forecast. Now, after a long stretch of cold weather across the US, it looks like we're going to switch the pattern into a warm, much more very warmer, above average anomalies. As you can see by my graphic here, that's what I'm going to be talking about for today's update. So tune in and see what's going on. So, first off, before we start getting into the warm weather for this week, they had a pretty nasty ice storm over here in Oklahoma, in Kansas, Arkansas up here, and now it's stretching. Now the ice has moved up towards Chicago area, up into Michigan right now, and pretty much all that ice is now gone, and now it's going to transition down here into more of a very rainy, wet period of just constant heavy rain. And that's all due to the fact that we have this very high pressure system up here, which will also play a key role into the above normal temperatures across the east. Now with this high pretty much just nudged over here, sitting here doing nothing, this cold front here will pretty much stall out and just do repeated rounds of rain for Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, and some Alabama area. Now, fortunately, one good thing is that they are in a drought over there, so the rain will be much needed for them. But, of course, too much rain can be a problem. Now here is a rain totals for, into 5 days, so you can really see that well illustrated here. I'm seeing totals up to 7 inches, even probably some pockets of 10 down there in Louisiana. But like a lot of the area looks to be in the 2 to 5 range of rain. And you can really see that high pressure system over here pretty much keeping Florida out of most of the rain. Now there will be some sprinkles now and then, but otherwise looks pretty fairly dry for our area. And here's a cool video I've seen on Twitter, and here's the ice. This is the reason why they put out warnings. Now you gotta be careful when you drive in the ice because it can get very dangerous as it makes it very slick and there's like no traction at all. And this was actually a fire truck that actually went down the road, which was really interesting. I don't really know what the context about this, but this was in, I think this was in Oklahoma. So yeah, it's dangerous when those roads get very iced out and driving on that slick road. And it was pretty surprising how I did not crash. So, if we head into the United States area and we can look at the anomalies. So, the big main reason is why we're having above normal temps is because of this high pressure system that's pretty much will be anchored offshore. Now, you don't really see this kind of weather pattern during an El Nino year. That's due to the fact that usually with El Nino you have a more of a jet pattern down here, which usually pretty much pushes the highs out of the way. But the jet right now is kind of up here, but looking toward the later part up into February, it looks like the jet will start to come back down here. Maybe it could be more a little active, maybe warm, possibly some cold temperatures later on. But that's another update. So if you look at the ensembles, now here is a anomaly looking at the geopotential height, so how thick the atmosphere is. So the reds means higher heights, means higher, so high pressure. And over here is lower pressure, so like a trough, rain, and cooler weather, warmer weather. So as you can see, pretty much is much warmer weather across the east, just anchored up there, while the west sees rain and troughiness. That's the biggest player for us of why we're seeing much warmer temperatures. And here is a better look at it. A look at the 850 heights, so you can see the very, very potent trough, not trough, I'm sorry, high pressure. Whew, 1032. It's a pretty strong high for this time of year, especially for El Nino. And what it's doing, just blocking any potent weather for us in Florida. and then you cold fronts. So not really gonna see any cooler weather coming in. But if you do miss the cold weather already, looks like this high pressure probably will stick up into the weekend. And right around looking about, I'm seeing models show Saturday 9 to Sunday. And there's another cyclone that with a trough that kind of pushes and nudges the high pressure away. There's a trailing cold front right here, so it should break down the ridge a little bit. And looks like this model has been showing the cold front actually push through Florida and lower attempts back again. Now look at it, not too much rain with this system. It looks like the cold front's pretty weak and breaks down. And then the Euro has been, huh? The Euro though looks like cyclone's much weaker, and the front kind of almost stalls out in North Florida, which is interesting. So the models really have been too good in agreement. Okay, so it looks like, looks like the new run has it not even coming. So keep an eye on that. Well, maybe that's the start of it right here. As you can see, 540 line kind of dips down right there. Indicates a trough developing with a low pressure system kind of developing just underneath it. So yeah, so it looks like our next actual cold front will be this weekend. Maybe into Sunday. So let's see what else. Oh yes. So that what the NWS in Melbourne shows is we have, so it's gonna be a cloudy day again. But right now where I'm at, actually there's a break in the cloud and I do see the sun trying to peek through. But overall it will be cloudy. And with those brisk southeast winds, we'll see some small craft caution and high rip currents along the coast. And there actually is, if you look at the radar, there is some showers, not very many. There is some shower activity offshore that has made their way in over here in Volusia County, so very small sprinkles. But the atmosphere is not very supportive of heavier downpours. Look at the sounding for this morning. Yeah, so pretty much almost same as yesterday. So it's pretty moist below 850 millibars, maybe a little above 850. So that's pretty much keeping the showers very low topped. And if you see this huge, this is the temperature. So it goes back this way, which means it's warming as you go up, which is a pretty strong inversion right here, which you don't want to see if you want to get some heavy precipitation. And also indicates very dry air. And there is even some, and see how close they get? That means that's dew point, the green, and then the red is temperature. So the closer they are, the more humid it is. So pretty much if you want clouds, they have to be right next to each other. And right up here, it's got some high clouds up here, which indicates probably those cirrus clouds coming in from the west. So pretty much, I would say it's the same weather as yesterday, but it will be a little warmer. So definitely not ideal for heavy showers. A lot of them are gonna be low topped, very like sprinkly, very light. All right. So today, expect temperatures ranging from the low 70s to the mid 70s south, with only isolated sprinkles along the coast. And tonight, looks like the rain chance goes away, and our lows are not in the 30s no more. Now we're gonna be in the 60s because of the onshore flow and the clouds. And looking ahead for the week, our temperatures will eventually keep going up and up. So I do expect the 80s to show up by tomorrow. Not really along the coast yet, especially by us. Because up here in Volusia County, Cape, the waters off the coast are pretty dang cold. So the onshore flow can bring in that cooler oceanic Atlantic Ocean waters air along the coast. But of course, especially on the west coast, definitely see some 80s. But Thursday definitely warms up, and then Friday. It looks like Friday and into Saturday would be the warmest of the week with 80s, widespread 80s. Maybe just on the immediate coast, might see some like 78, 79, but it'll definitely be much warmer than it has been. All right, well, that's all I got to talk about for today. So, so we got warmer temperatures and not much rainfall going to be going on, but it will be cloudy out there. Maybe some breaks in the sun. Rough surf, so be careful heading to the beach because of the warmer temperatures. Myself will probably head to the beach, check it out, and remember to like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. Not on TikTok yet, but I'll make an account on that. Same with Instagram. I'm having some troubles with Instagram, but I'll get to that. And thank you for watching, and see you guys again.